Question 3. Question 3 says 3/4 multiplied by 5/3 plus a half. We have to do PEMDAS to do this. We're going to do a check. Do we have any brackets? No. Do we have any powers or square roots?
No.
Is there multiplication?
Yes.
Do multiplication first. 3 multiplied by 5?
15.
15 divided by 12?
1.
Okay. 3 multiplied by 4 is 12. Now, the problem with 15 and 12 is they both divide by 3. So you can put that into your calculator if you want, and it'll tell you what it'll break down to. Divide the top and bottom by 3, and it'll break up into 5 over 4. Now we got to add 5 over 4 plus a half. To do this, we need to get the lowest common multiple or lowest common denominator between 2 and 4. Can anybody tell me? 4. Why is it 4? Because 2 goes into 4. To change 2 into 4, we need to multiply the top by 2 and the 2. And what we will get now is we will get 5 over 4 plus 2 over 4, given the final answer as 7 over 4.
Wait, how did you get 15 over 12?
I got 15 over 12 by multiplying 3 by 5 and 4 by 3. Okay? And that leaves us with 7 over 4. Is everybody happy with that? Any questions? Okay, brilliant. Smart class. Now we go to the next one. The next one I'm going to do is question 5. Okay? Question 5 is the following. It says 3/4 multiplied by a half plus 1/3. It means 3/4 multiplied by whatever a half plus a third is. The reason for that is, what do we need to do first? Do the brackets. We need to do a half plus a third. What is the lowest common denominator between a half and a third? Just the power? 6. So we're going to change 2. How do you change 2 into 6? So multiply the top and bottom by 3. How do you change 3 into 6? Multiply the top and bottom by 2. It's going to be 3/4 multiplied by 3 over 6 plus 2 over 6. Now finally, what's 3 over 6 plus 2 over 6?
5 over 6.
5 over 6, okay? So it's going to be 3/4 multiplied by 3/4 multiplied by 5 over 6. Now, what we're going to do next is, Orson, what do you think you do to finish this off?
Plus 5.
Yeah, it means multiply, so what do you do?
You find those from
If you're multiplying, you don't have to, just top by top, bottom by bottom.
15
Yeah.
over 16.
15 over 24. However, 15 over 24 can be broken up into, divided by 3,
5 over 8.
5 over 8. Some people also might have done this. They might have said 3 divided by 6, 1 over
2.
5 over
5 over 8.
8, exactly. 2 multiplied by 2. Okay, the next one we're going to do is we're going to do number 9. Now number 9 looks reasonably tough. Looks like a tough question, but shouldn't be tough for you guys. You guys are quite good at this stuff. Now, number 9, 1 and 5/16. Okay, 1 and 5/16 plus 2 1/4 divided by 3 3/5. Once again, do your list. Is there any brackets?
No.
Is there any exponents?
No.
Is there any multiplication?
Yes.
No multiplication. Is there division?
Yes.
Okay, division. We need to divide first. Garrett, how do you divide 2 1/4 by 3/5?
You put 3/5 instead of 3 3/5.
Sorry? Oh, it's 3 3/5. Excuse me. You're right. Now, first of all, convert them into what? Top heavy fractions. 4 multiplied by 2? 8 plus 1?
9.
9 over 4. 5 multiplied by 3?
18 over 5.
18 over 5. Okay, what you do when you're multiplying, Stephen, is what you do when you multiply with the when you divide them in. What you do with the second fraction? Turn it upside down. So you're going to have 1 and 5 over 16
Plus 9 over 4.
for multiplied by.
Divide 5 over 18.
Now, what can you say about the 9 and the 18?
Well, you can cancel 1 and 2.
Cancel 9 into 9 goes once, 9 to 18 goes twice.
Yeah.
So 1 multiplied by 5?
5 over 8.
5 over 8.
So 1.
Now, we need to convert this into top heavy. To convert this into top heavy, we're going to get 21 over
Over 16.
16.
And
What you do now, Stephen?
well, you can plus them.
But you need to get what before you plus them?
Or you can take 8 and 16.
No, you need to get the lowest common denominator.
Which is
16.
16.
Because 8 divides into 16. So we get 2. And we multiply top and bottom by 2. We're going to get 21 plus 10 both over 16s.
And 16.
And what's the answer?
31 over 16.
Yeah, perfect. Or now, the first one we're going to do is number 11. Number 11 says 3/4 multiplied by whatever the answer is of 1 and 1/5 divided by 3 and 3/5. Can I ask Ryan, how did you do the division?
Turn them
Turn them
to top heavy.
to top heavies, and you get 6 over 5. And what's the second one?
18 over 5.
18 over 5. 5 multiplied by 3, 15. 15 plus 3, 18. 18 over 5. Now that we've done that, what we'd like to do next is, Ryan, what you do with is turn the division part upside down. And what we're going to get is 3/4, 6/5 multiplied by 5 over 18. Now, we're going to get Connor. You finish this off?
6 by 5 is
Before you can actually start dividing them into each other.
6 into 3. 6 into 18 is 1 and 3 5.
1 and 3 and 5 and 5.
1 and 1.
So the answer is
1 and 3.
1 over 3. Now it's 3/4 times a third. Tomar, can you finish that off for me? Are you in? Yeah. What's 3/4 multiplied by 1/3? 3 by 1.
3 by 1 is 3.
4 by 3.
12.
And they're both divided. You could have done it like this. You could have took the 3's away from each other, and what would the answer be then? 1/4. So the answer is 1/4. Right, go Bert. Alright, so what's the question, Connor?
10 and a third bracket.
10 thirds, yeah.
10 thirds bracket 3/5 minus 1/5 bracket.
A half.
Power of 2.
Squared, it's a half. Okay, no worries. Alright, now what's the first part that we have to do?
You have to subtract 3/5 from a half.
3/5 from a half, and how'd you do that?
You change them both into a number that they both go into.
You change them both into a number that they both go into. What number will they both go into?
10.
They both go into 10. How'd you change 5 into 10?
Multiplied by 2.
And you multiply the bottom by 2
And the top by 2.
and the top by 2. And what about the half?
You multiply the bottom by 5 and
And-
the top by 5.
Perfect, okay. Let's figure out this. So we're going to have 6 over, you go.
6 over 10
Yeah,
and 5 over 10.
okay.
And you get 1/10
1/10. And what's outside the 1/10?
to the power of 2.
Okay, you've done your brackets. Do we have, what's next underneath brackets?
Exponent.
Do we have an exponent?
Yes.
What's the exponent?
1/10 to the power of 2.
The 2, the power 2. Okay, now what is a 10 to the power 2? Can you tell me, what does it mean?
1/10 by 1/10.
And what is 1/10 multiplied by 1/10?
2/20.
It's actually, you're multiplying them, so go again. What's 1 by 1?
Oh, sorry, 1/20.
No.
100.
1 over 100, that's no problem. Okay, so it's going to be 10 over 3 by 1 over 100. And what do we get next?
10 over 300.
Now, 10 over 300, we could divide the top and bottom by 10. What do we get?
1 over
1 over?
1. 1 over 30.
1 over 3, that's perfect. Now what we also could have done was, at the start, we could have divided the top by 10 and the bottom by,
10.
and then we got 1 over 3, 1 over 3. That's perfect, Conor, thanks very much. Go!
So 3/17,
So it's going to be 3/17, yeah.
Bracket.
What's bracket mean? It's being multiplied, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3/5
Yeah.
plus 2/5.
Yeah.
Divided by 3/4.
Okay, Orson, which part should I do first?
Okay. Should do the bracket,
And do the brackets first, and within the brackets, what should I do first?
the division.
The division. Okay, how do you divide
You flip them upside down. You
Wait.
flip the last one upside down.
flip the last one upside down? Shh, everything's grand, Orson. Not a mistake made yet.
3 over 17.
That's 3 over 17. Excuse me, that was my mistake. So, thank you. It's 2/5. You said to change this one upside down, and it's going to be multiplied by 4 over 3. Now what?
And then just multiply. Oh, and
Multiply them out is correct.
so yeah, so it's 8 over
3 over 17, 3 over 5, and what do you say? 8 over?
8 over 15.
8 over 15. Okay? Okay, 8 over 15. Now that that's done, you gotta add what you do next.
I add the bracket together.
And how'd you do that?
So it's 17, 15.
You need to change them to a lowest common denominator.
Yeah.
So you need to add 3/5 to 8/15. So how'd you change 5 into 15?
Change it to 15.
How?
So you multiply the bottom by 3 and the top by 3.
Okay, perfect, Orson, okay? Now we're going to get 3/17 multiplied by
8, 15.
3 by 3
9,
over
15.
plus,
8, 15.
perfect. Now what's 9 plus 8?
17.
17 fifteenths.
Yeah, just
And I understand that. Okay, and what do we get now, Orson?
you got.
What will cancel?
Oh, sorry. 3 and 15 cancel.
Yeah, so going once and this one will go in. And what else?
1 and 1.
17.
17.
And what's your answer?
150.
1/5. Perfect, Orson. Well done.